Friends, welcome to this video. I am Vikas, a PMP certified professional, and I am going to share key strategies to handle hybrid lifecycle questions for your PMP exam. In the real exam, you may encounter 50 to 60 questions on this topic, so it is critical to understand these key strategies. Guys, in this video, along with the key strategies, you will solve 5 hybrid lifecycle questions. So do not skip this video and watch till the end as it contains so much for you. Also do not forget to hit the subscribe button so that our upcoming contents can help you to gain PMP, ACP and CAPM certifications. So let's start with this very important topic. Friends, the first and most important tip to answer hybrid life cycle questions is to understand hybrid life cycle concepts. Guys, hybrid life cycle consists of predictive and agile project management methodologies. So, it is extremely important to understand how hybrid approaches combine element with predictive and agile methodologies to tailor a project's needs. In simple words, to answer hybrid lifecycle questions, you should apply predictive and agile project management methodologies. Let's solve a few practice questions on this topic. Friends, here is the first question for you. Feel free to pause the video for a minute and select your best option for this question. Welcome back. Let's review the question. The question's first line states that the multinational organization will transform from a predictive environment to agile methodologies. The second line states that currently at the organizational level, the work is decomposed into departmental silos across several countries and several projects and programs. The last line is asking us to select the best strategy for this organizational level transformation. Let's review all the options one by one. Let's evaluate option A, which states that the organization should establish a fixed date for all the projects and transition from predictive to the best strategy. This is not the best option, as establishing a fixed date for all the projects to transition from a predictive to agile approach is not the best choice, as the organization is already performing several projects and programs. So let's evaluate option B, which states that the organization should tailor the projects so that the scope is fixed with time and cost remains variable. It is also not the best option, as it will fix the project's scope and timelines, and the team will have tough time to manage their projects. So let's park this option and review the remaining options. Guys, option C suggests we can use the hybrid life cycle as a transition strategy to utilize predictive and agile methodologies, and it is a good option as it provides the resolution to the situation. Let's come back to this option after evaluating option D, which suggests us to consult with the subject matter experts, and this option can be only performed if we do not have option C for this question. Therefore, out of all the options, option C is the best one, as it provides us the resolution to this question, and it is a structured approach that can help them to gradually transition from the approach, and the organization can effectively manage their ongoing programs and projects during the transition process. Friends, in the real exam, you should select these options that provide a resolution to that situation. Guys, those who answered this question correctly, congratulations. For those who could not answer it correctly, we have more practice questions for you. Here you go with the second practice question. Guys, feel free to pause the video for a minute and select the best option for this question. Welcome back. Let's review the question. The question's first line states that the new project manager joins the project during the planning process. The second line states that the project sponsor informs the new project manager that collect requirements, define scope, and create WBS processes will be performed at the beginning of the project. Also, he informs the project manager for this project any changes will be performed through the change control board. The last line asks you to confirm the life cycle to be implemented for this project. Let's review all the options one by one. Let's evaluate option A, which states that the adaptive life cycle can be implemented. Guys, an adaptive life cycle does not have a fixed upfront scope, so this is not the best option. Let's evaluate option B, which states that the project manager can implement a hybrid life cycle, whereas in this life cycle we have a combination of two or more agile and non-agile elements. So this is also not the best option as well. Let's evaluate option C, which states that the new project manager can implement a predictive life cycle, and it is an excellent option as the collect requirements, define scope, and create WBS processes are performed towards the beginning of the project, and it is updated as necessary by using the integrated change control process. Let's park this option and come back after evaluating option D. Let's review option D, which states that the new project manager should implement the project life cycle, and this option determines the series of phases that a project passes through from its inception to the end of the project. So this option is also not the best for this situation. Let's select the best option for us. In this scenario, option C is the best option as it enables us to perform the collect requirements, define scope, and create WBS processes that are performed towards the beginning of the project, and the perform changes can be performed through the change control board regularly. Those who answer this question correctly, congratulations to you. For those who could not answer it correctly, we have 3 more practice questions for you. Guys, the second tip for answering hybrid lifecycle questions is to practice scenario-based questions on hybrid lifecycle along with other topics. For the recent PMP exams, we received feedbacks from test takers that the question paper contained more than 70 to 80 hybrid lifecycle questions. So it is extremely important to practice such questions for the actual exam. So friends, you should practice questions that present scenarios where a project manager must apply hybrid methodologies to address their project's challenges. Friends, here is the third practice question for you. Feel free to pause the video for a minute and select the best option for this question. Welcome back. Let's review the question. The question's first line states that the hybrid lifecycle project is ongoing and the buyer's organization has outsourced the deliverables work to the seller. The second line states that the buyer's project manager wants to know in a structured way that how a seller is performing the deliverables work. The last line asks us what should be the best step for the project manager to understand the seller's work. Let's review all the options one by one. Let's evaluate option A, which states that the project manager should perform the audit, whereas audits review the processes instead of a seller's work. So this is not the best choice for this question. Let's evaluate option B. It states that the project manager should perform the inspection, It is a very good choice as inspections help to review the seller's work for the project's deliverable. So let's park this option and we will come back after evaluating all the options. Let's evaluate option C, which states that the project manager should perform the meeting with the seller to understand the work, and it is not the best option as during the meeting he will not be able to fully understand the deliverables actual work. So this is not the best option for this situation. Let's evaluate option D, which states that the project manager should review the agreements. Guys, this option is not the best one as agreements is the formal document which will not help the project manager to know the exact deliverables actual work at the seller site. So the best option for this question is option B, which is to perform the inspection at the seller's site as it helps to understand the actual work. Guys, those who answered this question correctly, congratulations. For those who could not answer it correctly, we have two more questions for you. So here we go with our fourth practice question. Guys, feel free to pause the video for a minute and select your two best options for this question. Welcome back. Let's review the question. The question's first line states that the hybrid lifecycle project manager is working on the software application project, which means that the project work is already happening. The second line states that the senior software programmer confirms to the project manager that an unapproved security patch can make the application unstable. Also, he shared his knowledge with the project manager about this situation. So the question is pointing out to the risk. The last line asks us which two best actions should the project manager take in this situation. Let's review all the options one by one. Option A states that the project manager should schedule a meeting with all the team members, whereas as per the question, the senior software programmer has already confirmed the risk to the project manager. So this is not the best option for this situation. Let's move on to the option B, which states that the project manager should update the risk register. And it is a very good option as the question clearly states that an unapproved patch can make the application unstable. So let's park this option and we will come back to this option after evaluating the remaining options. Let's review option C, which states to refer the risk register. As per the question, it is an unapproved security patch, so it is an unknown risk. Therefore, this option does not apply to this situation. Let's evaluate option B, which states that the project manager should update the lessons learned register. It is a good option as it helps the team to capture the knowledge about this situation. Let's park this option and we will come back to this option after evaluating the option E. The option E states that the project manager should update the issue log. Guys, issue log is mainly used when we want to document challenges, problems and opportunities instead of a risk. So this option does not apply to this situation. So let's select our best options. In this situation, options B and D are the best ones to select, as option B documents the new risks of using an unapproved security patch and option B documents the lessons learned register for future purposes so that the team should not face similar challenges. Friends, those who answered this question correctly, congratulations to you. For those who could not answer it correctly, we have one more practice question to answer it correctly. Friends, I suggest you to check this course on Udemy. It is highly rated with excellent feedback from the PMP aspirants and it contains more than 100 hybrid lifecycle questions for you. In addition, you will find several PMP courses on the Udemy platform.
Guys, here is the last practice question for you. Feel free to pause the video for a minute and select your two best options. Welcome back. Let's review the question. The question's first line states that for the hybrid project, the project manager is involved in selecting a few sellers, which means that the project is in the conduct procurements process. The second line states that the project manager should select and share two bid documents to transfer the project's risk, and he should understand the pricing information from the potential bidders. Let's review all the options one by one. Option A states that the project manager should select request for proposal document, and it is a good option as it is used when there is a problem in the project and solution is not easy to determine. Let's park this option and review it after evaluating the remaining options. Let's evaluate option B, which states that the project manager should select the source selection criteria. Guys, this option is useful to evaluate bidders' proposals, so it is not the best option for this question. Let's evaluate option C, which states that the project manager should select the request for quotation. It is also a great option as it is commonly used when more information is needed from the vendors. For example, schedule, cost, etc. Let's park this option and review it after evaluating the remaining options. Let's evaluate option D, which states that the project manager should perform independent cost estimates, and it is useful to provide reasonable checks against bidders' submitted proposals. So this option does not apply to this question. Let's evaluate option E, which states that the project manager should select request for information. Friends, this option is useful to get information about goods and services to be acquired for the project. So this is not the best option for this question. Therefore, out of all the options, options A and C are the best choices as option A can help the project manager to transfer the risk to the seller, and option C provides pricing related information for the project. Those who selected options A and C, congratulations to you all. Do let me know your score in the comment section.
Thank you for watching the video. I am sure you liked this video and it will help you to pass the exam. We wish you all the best for your exam. Do let us know if you have any suggestions or feedback for us.